I hope you're ready for a terrifying time as we dive into spooky Easter eggs on today's Bootleg Arcade. Welcome back to Bootleg Arcade, and as always, I am your host, Dr. McNasty, and of course, behind me is the ever annoying and a pain in my ass, D.O.C.B.O.T.
I hope you're ready to be spooked, YouTube. Oh!
Is that your best ghost sound?
Hey, that's the best I can do.
I'll take it. Anywho, the reason why I brought you guys here today is to, tell you about my favorite Easter eggs. Not only my favorite Easter eggs, but some little unknown hidden gems that I found actually kind of unsettling when I first discovered them. Well, as a wee lad, when they were brand new games. So, with no further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the first Easter egg.
Wait, is that it? No funny intro gag? Not even a shameless plug? What's the fucking deal, Doc? Are you sick or something?
No, I'm not sick. I'm just excited to get into this project and get to work. That's all, you know. Why are you being so fucking accusatory?
Nothing. It's just not like you. That's all. This episode already seems more faster paced than normal. It's just fucking weird.
No, the only thing fucking weird around here, D.O.C.B.O.T, is you. Seriously. What the fuck? You're like acting human, and I don't like that. Well, enough with that shit. Like I said prior, before I was weirdly interrupted by my sentient AI, let's go to the first Easter egg involving my favorite, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I swear it's going to be spooky, I promise. Our first spooky Easter egg is located in the South Cali level of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, where if you skim past the gym and all the little portables in the back far left corner, you'll notice there's a 9/11 memorial propped in there, even though it took me a while. It took me a lot of steps in order to get the camera positioned exactly where I was. And you'll see a nice little 9/11 memorial right above the awning and around the staircase. And you're probably thinking to yourself, Doc, that's not special. A lot of video games around that era had 9/11 memorials. But what if I told you this game came out in 2000? Now you see why it's spooky? And go ahead, check out the copy. If you have a copy of the game, look at it. Go ahead and check it out. What do you think this image is? I'm curious. I'm really curious. I remember seeing this and just being shook, because I knew when the game came out, and I knew when the disaster happened. Honestly, think about it. Kind of fucking weird. On to the next Easter egg. As we carry on through this list, you're going to find that a lot of these Easter eggs aren't the usual top 5 spooky Easter eggs list. A lot of these are actually autobiographical, meaning that I discovered these on my own in the elements, such as the previous Tony Hawk one. I was like 15 when I first discovered that on my own, and it freaked me the fuck out. I vaguely remember going to everybody trying to tell them about it. It's like, dude, but it predates 9/11, and nobody gave a fuck. But much like that one, this one is definitely close to my heart because it scared the shit out of me quite a few nights. And what is it? It's the jump scares from Mortal Kombat fucking Deception. Let me explain. And as for our second Easter egg, let me paint a little picture for you. You're in college and it's approximately 3 a.m. You're playing Mortal Kombat Deception and you're going through all the cool booty you earned by kicking ass and getting combat coins. Then all of a sudden, this happens to you. yes, I am including the Mortal Kombat Deception jump scare. The reason why is this was the first time it ever happened. It did inspire a long list of jump scares. Here's a nice little representation of that. And honestly, it freaked me the fuck out when I first, because you don't expect that from an action-packed, like, violence-filled game that is honestly more on the humorous side than on the scarier side of things, so which is really kind of fucking weird that they would add in this scare element, and it was effective because your guard was let down and you're sitting there, you're going through, and sometimes it would be in the crypt and sometimes they would just pop up on the side of the screen if you left it like stagnant for too long. So all in all, yeah, this is probably one of my favorite personally discovered Easter eggs out there, and I just wanted to throw it in there because honestly it's so random and you don't expect it to happen. So yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, Doc. Who the fuck hurt you as a child? Why? Why would you think anyone would enjoy that? You owe it to these coffin cadets to put on a good program. And here you are pissing it away like some cringe-lord TikToker. Better yet, more like those shitty commentary channels that put little to no effort in their sloppy seconds they call content.
Damn, Dot, that was just mean. Jesus. Alright, I'll cool it with the jokes. Trust me. The next one isn't that bad. The next one isn't that bad. Okay? Are we cool?
Grow the fuck up, Doc, seriously.
Well, while we let D.O.C.B.O.T cool down, let's enjoy a quick commercial break and then we'll get right back to, well, Bootleg Arcade. Dude, what the fuck's your problem, for real?
Hey kid, you want to go out on a flying skateboard? I can't, I have to go home and eat dinner.
Don't you wish dinner could come to you while you kept on playing? Well, now it can with Meal Array, the brand new flying technology that delivers dinner to kids on the go. It'll find you on the beach. It'll find you at the park. It'll find you hiding in a cave.
How does it always find me?
Using patented parrot technology, Mom just types in the first name and Meal Array does the rest.
Thanks, Meal Array.
From Gloopy?
And now we are back. Hope you guys enjoyed that fabulous product, which totally exists and is not made up at all. And now we're down to the third Easter egg featured this evening, which would be Manhunt 2 Ghost. And I'm not talking about the level titled Ghost, where Daniel Lamb, the main protagonist of the Manhunt 2 game, has to go through his old residence and he comes across apparitions due to his psychosis. I'm talking about the actual hallucination of a ghost that appears during a time in the game when there wasn't supposed to be a ghost. And I'm going to play the clip, and yeah, a little bit of a warning. It's kind of a racy scene because it does depict taking place in the red light district in the town that is featured. So yeah, there's a little bit of booba, but it's nothing too bad for YouTube. But you'll see what I'm talking about.
Hey, handsome.
The reason why this made it onto this short little spooky Easter egg list is during this portion, like I said prior, it is not a scary portion. It's a very cat and mouse action oriented, like violent, like I don't know how to explain it. You're not expected to be hit with a jump scare. You're expected to just be hit with a crowbar, and the fact that the developers took the time and knew to just punish anybody who was a little too pervy and got a little too close to the girls, they hit him with the boom dead wife, which it's beautiful. It's beautiful. By the way, the ghost depicted is indeed the apparition of Daniel Lamb's deceased wife. So yeah, top of the notch. When I first saw this, you know, I was like, ooh, how detailed they got on these graphics. Boom, it hit me, and I learned my lesson, and that's why you don't need to be a creep, kids. Being a creep doesn't pay. Now let's get on to the last one, which is one of my personal favorites. Finally, we come to the last of the Easter eggs. And one of my personal favorites, because it involves a little bit of millennial know-how to finally figure it out. Maybe even Gen Xer know-how. Let me explain. As we all know, Friday the 13th, the game, has a little added bonus known as the Virtual Cabin, which acts as a franchise museum to get to know all the, you know, tasty morsels that all of us fanboys like to eat up, little hidden references and inside jokes that that exist within the series. So as you do that and you complete it, you'll notice you'll explore the grounds and see all that, but you still feel like there's something else. There's something missing. Well, I don't know about you, but when I get stuck somewhere and I can't figure something out, my ADD riddled ass just autopilots to fucking Konami code. And if you don't know what the Konami code is, I'll have it displayed right here. And I don't really know it by versing, I just know it by muscle reaction, as most kids do. And if you type in the Konami code during a certain portion that you complete, both said series of tasks that the game gives you for this bonus virtual cabin sequence, you unlock true horror. The game seems to malfunction as you're led following floating digital badges to your seeming doom. I didn't say that right, but I don't care. As you go through and walk throughout the layout of the virtual cabin and everything acts glitchy and terrifying, then an Easter egg that beats all Easter eggs. You're on the set of fucking Jason X. That's right. That's right. You get a badass cameo and then boom, you're back to the menu. To me, that is the all-time ultimate horror Easter egg. Not only does it involve a classic Konami code to even enter it, it involves so many throwback references. So that is how I'm going to end tonight's episode. Unfortunately, we didn't get any comments or mail as of recent, or at least within a week, so I'm not going to do mail calls, so yeah. On that note, I'm indeed Doc McNasty, and if you don't mind liking, subscribing, maybe even hit that little bell thingy that apparently notifies people, but it's anything like the Twitch notifications, you're not probably going to get them anyways. So, yeah, DocBot, say goodbye even though you're fucking pissy.
I'll stop being pissy when you stop being a dumpster troll. Bye, YouTube. Love you.
Radio kids, you guys have a swell one, and keep on playing, players!